Hello. Um, I'm opening the. Hello and welcome to the first Hellish Quart Awards 2024. I'm Wiggly. I'll be your host for the evening, and yeah, I won't bother you much. I'll just start by saying, sorry, weird noise. I'll just start by saying that I'm very glad of this community growth. I'm very glad of our community being a very nice, very welcoming environment, letting all this be possible, and of course, still having love for the game after many and many uh, updates, many different. Brother, God is better than the enemies. Thank you, Vinu. Uh, After many different rivalries, perhaps and many fights, we still come together. We still enjoy this game as one. Um, Yeah, that's all for the greetings. I'd also like to add a special note. I'd like to say thanks to Tao for helping me set up the stream. And anyways, let's move to our first award. A bit out of order. Uh, Starting a bit out of order because the winner is. I got it. Anyways, because of a special case. Anyways, we're first showing the best newcomer award of 2024. To present this award to the stage, I invite an Australian player, a Saberist player mainly, a Barbas main and a Jan main. He has his own server, which is mainly focused on the Oceania players and the Asian players. He's the one who has had planned many newcomer events and etc., helping everyone on stage. So I invite to stage Quest, who will help me present this award. Quest.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think they can't hear you. Now they can. Quest, hello.
Okay. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Well, firstly, thank you for being here. I know that I may be. Why only two nominations and not four? Because there were only two nominations voted for. Like, if you go to the Hellish Quart Awards channel, there will be only two votes there. No one else nominated for someone else. Yeah. So, Quest. We have our two nominees. One is me, which okay. The second one is Info. Uh, have you seen Info play?
Yeah, I've seen them play a little bit, but I've seen them also, talk a lot in the Discord. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
become a regular like you, very much part of the community.
I see. Oh, yeah. Wait a second.
Mm.
Wait a sec. This should be better. Can you speak,
Yep.
Quest?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Guys, how do you hear us now? Better, better, worse. Okay, good. Thank you. Well, you had many newcomer, uh, newcomer awards, newcomer events. Actually, have you had a player who actually left a memory? Do you remember like any player doing really good in one of your tournaments? A newcomer who that made you like, oh wow, this guy, he must be good.
You talking to me or who are you
Yes,
talking to?
to you. You're
Oh, to
here.
me. You're talking to me,
Yes,
right?
yes, you're here.
Um, yeah, I believe Wiggly did pretty well. He's had some pretty top victories in the USFC, coming close to champion. Yeah, from memory, some frustration with the nerfs, with the buffs of Yasek, but yeah, you stuck it out.
Hmm. Personally, I remember like a guy named Gesflacht. If you remember the when we'd had the newcomer event here, like another, oh no, and actually Courtney was also really good, I have to say.
Yeah, there's also Apostle is another good newcomer. There's Plebeian.
Apostle is a newcomer actually.
Yeah, he's a newcomer. He's not an old player. He's a newcomer. Thank you.
Oh,
I introduced him to Tao actually. He joined and immediately he was interested in playing in tournaments. Um, yeah,
I see.
I've never seen anybody so keen to compete. So he was one of them.
Okay.
Uh,
So you think if you don't want to add something more, I'm ready to send you the winner.
sure.
Okay. That is the winner. You can reveal it anytime if you want countdown or anything.
Ooh, yeah. Well, it's time, I guess. The winner of the Best Newcomer Award 2024 is it's Wiggly. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a bit awkward because I'm here and I knew it, but oh well.
No, you deserve it.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Well, I'll take this time to just say that this award I believe goes more to the community rather than me. Mainly because of if the community wasn't good, I wouldn't be here. So basically, this award is more like towards the community rather than the. We like to thank the academy. Yes, I like to thank the academy. I'd also like to thank you, Quest, personally because you helped me train many times, and also I'd like to thank Tao as well for also helping me, and of course everyone here who sparred with me many times. Anyways, that's all. Thank you, Quest, for being here. I know it's late for you, and yeah, just that.
Yeah, thank you. Uh,
You're free
well
to
done.
go if you want. Thank you, Quest.
Awesome. Thank you.
Bye. Okay, that's the best. That's the first actually award of the night. Now we'll go into order. Okay, I was afraid because, anyways. Now, best rapier award. Uh, Small note: I actually wanted for me to come for a player, actually a player who hasn't gotten their first win yet, but she is actually a very known rapier player with a kind of unique gameplay. I'd say ironic. Sadly, she couldn't make it, so I will present this myself. First nominee is Koala. Koala, of course, being an amazing player of tier master right now, meaning he has at least three wins in a tournament, in a ranked tournament. Yeah, very unique playstyle as well. He tries to always like somehow annoy you. He's very fun to play against, but he's also very frustrating to play against. That's what I have to say. Second, Picado. Picado is actually one of the first members of this server, I'm guessing, because of the roles and the rules that he writes. He's an Asian player now living in Texas, so he's mainly active on Quest server, which you can join, of course, and fight him and all that. An amazing Marie and Marta player, mainly Marie, if I'm not mistaken. Duelist Info here. Info is a newcomer, of course. She was nominated for the best newcomer, but she didn't win it. Still a very good nomination. A small story about Info. I remember sparring with her, and I was saying to her like, you know that Marie is not that good. If you want to win, you have to play something else and such. And she was like, I know, I will just train Marie. So I admire that dedication to the character. Last one is, I'm sorry, I won't. It's Subutai. Sorry for the. You need your whole name here. Last one is Subutai. Subutai was the former rapier expert, now legend, I think, which means 15 and above winner tournament wins. I hope I'm not getting this wrong. Anyways, he was the former rapier expert. He is mainly a Marta player when it comes to rapiers. Very unique playstyle too. He likes to go in close, tries to use Marta as a saber, sorta. Well, those are the nominees, and the best rapier of the year, according to you guys, is Koala. Koala, I invite you to. I surely didn't leave the stage. Anyways, Koala, congrats. I invite you to say a few words if you like to the people. Hello, Koala.
Oh, what fuck? What's going on, Wiggles?
Congratulations, you're the best rapier of the year.
Ah, you want me to say a few words?
Yes, if you want.
Well, I'm not surprised. It's not really a contest. It's more of a confirmation.
Oh,
The thing is, even if I lose, Wiggles, I'm winning. In your mind, I'm winning. My worst performance is your peak performance, Wiggly. My worst performance, in fact, is everyone's peak performance.
oh,
It's not even a contest. I didn't nominate myself in every one of those little categories because I'd win them all. There's not much to say there. But I have to go, man. Great stream. I wish you the best of luck, right?
thank you.
Because they'll need it, because I'm not in there. So it'll be a bit scarce. But hey, man, have fun.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, well, we see that Koala was pretty sure of his victory in the rapiers. What can you say? Well, it is deservedly that he earned it. He is one of the best. Super humble, of course. Coach of all of us, yes. Super humble. But for real now, Koala is indeed one of the best rapiers, and I think he deservedly won the title. Also, I almost forgot, we have some honorable nominees in this category. We have Pico and we have Siantlark. Their names were heard, but they couldn't get in the votes to nominate, to be on of the nominees. Siant is a Marie player, a really good player, and Pecola plays everyone. He can do anything. He can also play Rapers. He plays both Marie and Marta. Anyways, congrats to Koala, and we move on with the next award of the night. Best Saber 2024 award. Yeah, sabers are of course the main weapon here, the main weapon of Hellish Quart, I have to say, Poland and such this time. To help me present this award, I call to the stage an Alex main, who you may say that. Have you heard of the phrase, it's not about victory, it's about style? Yeah, that guy embodies that phrase. He's a very good player, and a very good Alex as well. I invite to the stage Piper. Piper, please, if you could come. Hello. Piper.
How's it going?
All
I'm
good.
here to present
Mhm.
the Saber Award.
Yes.
Or presenting. Gonna be great.
Okay. Let's read the nominees first. First we have Oken.
Yes.
Oken, mainly
Very
known
good
for
player.
Yes.
Mainly known for being Russian. A free will denier.
Yeah, the free will denier of the server.
Yeah. And that conviction in fate, really, I think, is what drives his Laszlo to be so good. See it manifest in his playstyle. Yeah.
I see what you mean. He's one of the best. Second, we have your so-called mentor, Subutai.
Yes.
He's a beast.
A samurai of swordsmanship, an expert, a master.
Did he inspire you in your Alex gameplay ever, or do you like not
yes.
even? Oh.
No, he was a great inspiration. He taught me the cancels, and then Kubold removed the cancels. But It was just his conviction to Alex, which kept me through. I was like, oh, the cancels are gone. He's useless. But Subi was like, no, you can still play him. You just have to do other moves. I didn't even think there were other moves, but he proved they worked. Yep.
I
Kept
see.
winning
I
in
see.
many tournaments.
And that's how you started Alex too? Like you saw Subu do play Alex and you liked it?
I think we started around the same time. He was just a lot better.
Oh, I see. I see.
So yeah.
Well, third nominee and the final, because only those were voted, is Eve with Gideon at yes for his Gideon
Yeah,
gameplay. No,
good
yeah.
Gideon player, very good. Gideon, he knows which stance to be on, and that's the stance of again being against free will. And I think again that's what drives his conviction in his saber playing. He's not controlling what he's doing. He's not saying which buttons he wants to press. It's uh, it's the determinants, and they determine his saber excellence.
I
With
see.
Gideon.
Out of these
Yeah.
three nominees, who do you think is the toughest to fight? Like for you personally, who when you say their name on the tournament, you say, "Ah, man, it's over."
Yeah, for me personally, it would be
Mhm.
Suatai. He knows. He's like he's in my mind, because he taught me everything. He knows what I'm gonna do. He knows my next move before I know it. Um, I think I don't have any free will. I think Subutai is controlling my will. Really, I think that's what's going on.
I see. I see.
Um,
Well, if you
yeah,
don't have anything
Eve's
to,
British, so I'm in his mind.
okay,
I understand the state of mind of my fellow Englishmen.
do you have to add anything more about Sabers, about the community, anything you want?
Yep. We all love watching a saber match. You can go into the Hall of Fame, and if you have a look, you can see a lot of my saber matches in there, and you want to watch those. Um, and there's some other guys like who are nominated for the award, but you could watch those, like Eve versus Piper. You want to watch that one. Um, Coming soon, there'll be Oakenlicks versus Piper, and you want to watch that one. And Subutai versus Piper, you want to watch that as well, and you want to keep watching um, as many saber matches as you can, and the best ones are the ones with Piper and Drummer in, if you want to watch those. Um, and the community loves watching those as well. The community loves watching Piper with a saber. Um, and yeah,
I see. I
and
see.
it's so nice for the community that we have such an outpouring of gratitude and love of fencing and saber fencing and swords the clashing of steel. I think it's brilliant that I sound more British than Eve Oakenlicks. He's Cornish. Anyway, um, yeah, I think it's so great. We have an outpouring of adoration for saber, especially when it's a great match, a great Hellish Court match. We love a great Hellish Court match. We want to watch Hellish Court. Upcuts, downcuts, Y, X, A, B. They're all cuts.
I,
That you know, yeah,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. We even had
yeah,
one of our fights nominated as
yeah.
yeah,
In a Hall of Fame, and
Hall of
that's
Fame.
how good. Like even if you're playing with Wiggly, who's terrible, he can't swing a saber for it. He doesn't press any buttons. He just B occasionally, but sabers are so good that even he can make it into a Hall of Fame. And I'm so good. I mean, Piper's so good that we can get Wiggly a Hall of Fame match. That's just how good the community and the game is, and the love of sabers fighting, clashing
Mm.
steel on
Yeah.
steel, Poland sabers.
Yeah, imagine though, like,
Yeah.
imagine if there was a player that was here from 2021 and was at the same tier
Mm.
as Wiggly, who joined like some months ago. Like, imagine if there can
Yeah.
be such a
Ima-
player.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
interesting. I'm thinking about that, and I think the only way that could happen is if they were sort of harried at every stage by poor luck, really. And at the end of the day, we don't have any free will either. I don't think so. So it's
Yes.
not his fault.
Don't jump, says Tao. And with this incredible speech of yours,
Yeah.
With this incredible speech of yours, I'm gonna send you the winner so you can announce it
Brilliant.
to the people.
Who are our nominated? Subutai, Oakenlicks, and Eve. Who do you think is going to win? Ooh, drum roll, please. Drum roll.
I don't have a drum. Wait. I
What?
didn't plan for the drum roll. Okay.
I was told we're gonna. I was told we.
I sent it to the chat in Discord. Okay, wait.
I thought we were gonna have a drum.
Yes, we're gonna have.
Have we got a?
Yes, wait.
Can we have a bazooki?
No, we cannot
Okay.
have a bouzouki.
Right. I'll wait for the drums.
Wait. Don't speak for a bit because there is there's an advertisement at the thing. Anyways.
And the winner is. No, it's still going.
No, it will go for a bit.
Okay.
So just say
All right.
and I'll stop it.
Okay, and the winner is. Oh, drums. Oakenlicks. Oakenlicks has won. He's a top saber player. He's beat me a lot, and it's a I think everyone on the server, because they voted at the end of the day, and that's a well-deserved victory. He's good at all sabers. Laszlo, he can saber. He back forward saber. Samuel, Jan.
Yes.
He can play all sabers.
Here is Oken. Oken, congratulations for your victory.
Hey guys, thank you so much.
You're officially voted by the community the greatest, the best, the most trained saber of 2024.
The best saber. I think that's
How come you play Laszlo? Like, what did you see you play Laszlo and you wanted to become so good with him?
So initially when I just joined the server, I was a Kalkstein main, but because unlike in single player you had to play left or right side, I could not do it with Kalkstein, it was too complicated. So I was like, I need to pick a simpler character, and so I picked Laszlo because I liked the moves. I liked how his moves look and how he moves around. Just his overall style, you know.
I see. And then you grew into like him even more and take him to the level you have him today.
Yeah, just I kept playing him. From time to time I would switch to other characters, but just for the variety, you know. But overall, he has always been my main, I would say.
I see. Who do you think? Do you think you deserved this award, or do you think there is someone better than you, or someone at the same level as you, perhaps?
So I actually nominated Subutai for this award, and I still think that if you take the whole year into account, he would be the top saber. I was doing really well just recently, but over the course of the whole year, I think Subu should take the first place. But I guess if I won, it had to happen because of the determinism, you know.
I see. Well,
It was a
guys,
close run thing, but yeah, I
if
think that's a
also,
well-deserved.
Some how to say this? A note: I will post all the results on the Discord servers just for proof, like the votes and etc. Anyways,
Yeah, no,
also,
I believe you.
also the votes, like yeah, of course you do. Also the votes like closed 10 minutes before the stream starts. Just so any more votes that happen now will not be resulted. Just so you know. Well, if you don't have anything more to say, guys, you're free to go. If you do, please, the stage is yours.
Other than congratulations,
Congrats,
Oakenlicks, is some
welcome.
top saber playing, lots of good countering play. aggressive play. He's got it all.
I appreciate it very much, guys. Thank you.
You can step off the stage now while we move to the next award. The next award, a lot of, actually the most contested award, if I say so. Sadly, for this one, I was not able to find a commentator, a co-commentator, a presenter. So I will go over alone. This will happen for 2 more awards. Oh no, for 1 more award. Don't. Where's the best back Y award? Next year, Koala. I can give some comment. Sure, come on the stage. But I mean, I wanted like, yeah. I mainly wanted.
Greetings, everyone.
Hello, Vinard. I wanted everyone to have like from 1, but since this is a special case, it's okay. Vinard, hello. How are you?
Hi, hello, guys.
Okay. So should we go over the nominees, or do you have to say something before?
Nothing actually. It's a big list, many names, many famous names, and I'm really excited to see who's actually gonna take the gold.
Van Look at what Ventor is typing. Anyways, well, for this, why we have 5 nominees? Well, I will tell the story now so everyone knows it. I was commentating a tournament, and as I was commentating, the time reached for the voting to end, and I announced on the tournament that those are the 4. But then, exactly as I announced it and go to write the results, there was a tie, because at that moment someone, I don't know who, decided, well, now it's the time to vote, and I wanted to be fair to all and not to disqualify any players because of late voting and such. So how come Picado is on the list? Wasn't he playing Marie mostly? Well, you guys voted for him, and he's on the list. I think he's on the list with 2 votes, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's the story. Let's go for the nominees now. First nominee, Venator. Fantastic easy player. What do you say, Vinard?
Truly a legend. Been trolling in the chat for this whole day, talking about summaries with Subotai, but you can say he's there to win. He's really a guy who gets his hands dirty and nasty just to get that victory, and he usually does. So he's a really good fighter.
Yes. So, second nominee is Racer again, mainly known for his Isabella. I have to say. What do you have to add?
Since he's a little bit newer player, I don't have much to say about him. I've seen him a little bit play. He's really great, but I still need to see a little bit more of him to give a good feedback.
Yes. Also, Racer is one of the modders of the server, main modders. He has made the display for many events and many skins as well, if I recall correctly.
Oh yes, he's a great modder, great guy actually, amazing guy. So
yeah,
all around.
I think he's a master as of now, or grandmaster. No, actually grandmaster with 5 wins at least, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you know, the people who host usually win.
With 10, sorry, Vena, for grandmaster, yes, 10.
But yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we have also Tao for the 3rd nominee of the best longsword. Tao, with both Zera and he's a senior. Thank you for the addition. With Zera and Easy too. What do you have to say about Tao?
I mean, he's one of the best. I mean, he's maybe not doing the best right now. I've only against him in this latest USFC, but I'm not sure. Maybe he was like dipping, or maybe he was a little bit sad. But overall, like if he gets his mind to it, he's really invincible, and yeah, one of the best.
Also, something I didn't add is that Venator actually is also a longsword expert by the roles, meaning he has won the latest longsword only tournament.
Yep.
Well, Tao is of course an amazing player all around, even with a bit of Gideon that he plays Yendrak again, and yeah, Maestro isn't actually on the list, which is quite unfortunate. Well, fourth one actually is Picado, which personally I didn't. It came to me as a surprise that people voted for Picado.
Yeah, well, I guess I get it. Like if he you can people fought against him with the longsword. He used to like main longsword before and was really good with it, but now you don't see him that often, but I believe he's still good.
Yeah, I see. And last, a newer in comparison player to longswords, not in general, Luck.
I don't know why he's on this list, to be honest. He's a more of a keyboard warrior than an actual longsword. Of course, I'm joking, like he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy and he's a really good player. A nice, bit aggressive focused playstyle, I have to say, in comparison to most other longsword users. He's afraid of luck, that's why. So yeah.
Yeah, and he took $20 from me on the latest tournament. That bastard.
Oh,
Very cheap.
really? Like on the.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, we were in finale, and he was like 1 by 1 point, but I blame Cobalt for that one actually because he destroyed Yandrik. So
I see.
enjoy your $20, luck. Enjoy your $20.
I see. Well, if um, if you don't have anything more to add, we're ready to present.
All right,
I will
drum
send.
roll, please.
No, we are not. I will just send you the winner.
Yes.
You can do the countdown yourself. That is the winner.
That's my drum roll, and the winner is of the best longsword of 224.
Yes.
Venator.
Congratulations, Venator. You're the winner. Please, you can come up to stage to say a few words if you'd like. I invite you. Thank you, Vinard, for presenting this award. Venator, how are you, man?
I'm good. I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. I'm joking.
Koala is a plague. Koala is a plague.
Yeah, he kind of stole the show there with that line. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy. It's a weapon that I like because it's my favorite. My favorite character is Isabella. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well, what really? How come you play the longswords? The Isabella, actually.
It's actually um so Isabella is a character that I truly like from almost everything, from the animations, from the fighting style, from and you know what's funny? One thing that I really liked about her was the winning animations. Like they're so good every time she wins in a certain way. She has like flicking the long sword or putting her finger up and everything. So all of that contributed um, to that, and I really like the aesthetic of her moves, her aesthetic, like the way she looks as a character. Um, yeah, and obviously she brought me a lot of wins. So yeah.
I see. You are a very active player of this community. You do a lot of events, a lot of etc. How come you found the game so appealing to you? Do you have like a fencing background? Do you like fencing in general? What's the
Um,
story?
I actually have a combat sports background. I've been doing them all my life, and doing combat and reading history every now and then. They just kind of come together. So obviously, the game was recommended to me by Steam, and I've been playing fighting games as well all my life. I played Mortal Kombat for a long time. And before that, I played UFC professionally. So UFC is actually very close to Hellish Quart in many ways. It's a modern fighting game, but it's quite similar. It has similar concepts. Like you have to take care of your stamina. You have to be aware of range management. So Hellish Quart was just a natural fit.
I see. Well, thank you. Congrats, actually, Fentor. Thank you, Vinod, for being here, for helping me with this award. If you guys don't have anything to
Thanks,
say,
man.
we can move on.
Nope.
Vinod?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Yeah. So, we move on with the next award of this night, the Broadsword Kalkstein. Actually, I shouldn't have said Venator to leave.
Okay, yeah.
Because
Alright.
Venator will actually be our presenter for this award. He is the Kalkstein expert as of now, and he's generally
The
very good. Yeah.
a little bit of an imposter syndrome here with the Kalkstein thing, but I'm happy to present the prize nonetheless.
Well, yes, I wanted to include like most active players to present, and I couldn't really. Actually, for Longsword, I wanted to do Maestro, but he cancelled, and I had you already on Kalkstein, and I didn't really want to. Oh, well, actually, you couldn't present the Longsword because you were one of the nominees. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you see how it happens. Well, uh, let's go over the nominees now. First, Carlos. Carlos as the Kalkstein.
Yeah, I'm actually very happy with this list of nominees. I think it really gets like older Kalkstein players with newer Kalkstein players and the ones that actually managed to get the best results with them. Carlos has been dedicated to Kalkstein since I know him. He had some great results with him, developed a very specific fighting style. And yeah, I'm actually very happy. He's not very active recently, but I'm very happy he's on this list. I think he deserves it.
Personally, I have fought actually Carlos once on the Deluge event long ago. He's a really good Kalkstein indeed.
Yeah, he actually, I think he clutched an event once
with
Kalkstein.
Kalkstein on the Deluge. Yes. Second nominee is Eve, a really good Kalkstein too. Known for the cancels mainly and everything. What do you have to say about Eve?
I would say that he was probably the most dedicated to Kalkstein and taking him to the next level. And I think he got, when we're talking purely results, like winning tournaments or getting into the finals, I think he probably has the best pedigree with Kalkstein. And yeah, I feel so when somebody asks me about who's the best Kalkstein, who's the best player of this character, to me it's always the person that takes the character to the highest level, not necessarily who manages to maybe get some wins, even though that's important. For example, when it comes to Longsword or it comes to Isabella, I always give credit to Warden because I feel that he took Isabella to the highest level that we've seen. So I'm getting back to that and saying that I think Eve took Kalkstein to probably the highest level I've seen. So yeah.
Yes, I see. I totally see what you mean by that. Indeed, Eve is an amazing Kalkstein player all around. Even though, like recently, he prefers Gideon, he still He still played and plays Kalkstein to the highest level.
He does. He used it in the last tournament final. He used Kalkstein.
Oh yes, indeed. Well, third nominee is another amazing player all around, Pekola. He generally plays everyone. I think his main is Zera, but he plays everyone. He's a very good Kalkstein. Here we really see a great usage of cancels actually. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I think actually Kalkstein is one of his. I know he plays a lot of characters, but I do think that Kalkstein is one of his main characters because he's very good and also has a pretty peculiar style with him based on a lot of cancels and a lot of um, uh, magic moves, as we like to call them. He's very dangerous whenever he uses Kalkstein, and I think and you know he's a little bit of a mad scientist. He likes to take every character in the lab and just try things that nobody thinks about. And I definitely believe he deserves to be on this list simply because of the novelty he brings with the character.
Indeed, and Pecola has this playstyle like in every character he plays. He likes to cancel, he likes to press a lot of buttons. He's a great player overall, yeah. And the final nominee is Okenlix, who just got the Saber award. He just told us that he was a Kalkstein main back in the day. What do you think about Okenlix as a Kalkstein?
He was to be fair he didn't play too much Kalkstein this year. But I'm actually glad that he's on this list because it seems people still acknowledged him as one of the best Kalksteins, even though he hasn't used him much. He was a Kalkstein main indeed. He had some very good results. I'm actually pretty sure that a couple of his titles were um, won with Kalkstein. And yeah, I think he deserves to be here on the nominee list simply because of his overall activity with him.
Yes, I have to say that I agree. Agree, yes. But I have seen his Kalkstein too, like not that much, but a lot, and he's totally one of the best in Kalkstein. Well, do you have anything more to add? Say,
No, let's get down to business.
I'll be DMing you the winner in a bit. Actually, not in a
Sure.
bit, right now. Here, here he is. And
Okay.
by your signal, whenever you want, you can say the name.
Yeah. So again, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this result, and I'm happy to let you guys know that Eve is the best Kalkstein of 2024. And I think the introduction that I made for him before the before finding out, it seems that it was true. Like he was indeed the best Kalkstein. So
Well,
congratulations.
yes, congratulations, Eve. If you're in the chat, if you're in anywhere, you can send me a message if you want to read, if you want me to read it, or if you want to join here. Um, yeah, well, don't worry. Like everyone will be posted, will be pinged about that. That is just the presentation for now. Well, do you have anything more to say, Ventor?
I'm gonna act as his proxy
Okay.
if he wants to. I guess he's not here. I guess he's not here. I think he would be very happy because he has worked and he is working a lot with this particular character. So being acknowledged by the community as being the best broadsword, I think it would bring some joy to him and maybe even motivate him to play him further because we definitely need to have more Kalkstein mains playing. So yeah,
Yeah, Kalkstein is. I mean, he's one of the hardest characters in the game. So to get
yeah,
some more mains, you have to put some hours in. In fact, I play Kalkstein from time to time. Not as good as Eve, Carlos, or Pecola or Oken, of course. But my first main was also Kalkstein, and yeah, he's really complex
yeah.
character.
I like him. I like the character too, to be honest. But it's every time exactly what people have said before, which is every time I try to play him a little bit more, I find myself, in that problem with switching stances and not knowing his move set and everything, and it just kind of drives me away to something that is a little bit easier. Yeah,
Well, thank you for presenting here. Thank you for
thank
being
you.
here. Um, we will now move on to the next award for the best Yandrek 2024 award. This one I will just nominate myself. Uh, I will nominate. I will present it myself. I will not nominate myself. I will present it myself, and it will be the last time this happens. I mean, it didn't happen. It's just this one award. The nominees are Vinard, of course, a great Jendrek player. He's all around a great player and all that. He is in fact the one who had the USFC idea, one of the longest standing events of the server. He has a nice playstyle. It fits into him, and despite him being a bit of a rare sight these few months, these few weeks on the tourneys, still when he comes in, he destroys everything, he leaves. Second one, again for the third nomination this night, third nomination of her, Info will actually be nominated, a newcomer to this community. She will wait a second. She will yeah, I think she will be really happy to actually be nominated 3 times. Info actually is, of these 3 nominees, I'd say is the one who has invested the most time into the new Jendrek. And while Jendrek changed a bit ago, like a few patches ago, he got a new move, kind of changed his philosophy. Info actually invested in that Jendrek, the new Jendrek. While the other two, I'd have to say that most of their play time on Jendrek was on the old Jendrek. But yeah, that's just the old Jendrek was the majority of 2024, but that's just a note. Last one, Tao, amazing player all around again. He actually taught me Jendrek. Like, I know I don't play the Jendrek that much now. When I used to, the stuff that I knew, the stuff that I got from was from Tao. Amazing Jendrek. He doesn't pull Jendrek out normally, so it's a bit more of a rare sight to see him on Jendrek, but still he has left an impression to last. Well, without any further ado, the winner of this award is Tao. Tao, congratulations, you're officially the best Jendrek of 2024. You can come to stage if you want. Congrats. To say a few words, I'm pretty sure he's listening. I think the stream has a bit of a delay, so to speak. So it's okay, Vinard. It's okay. So yeah, whenever you want, you can come up. I will wait. Oh, hi Tao.
Greetings, everyone.
Hello. How are you, man? Congrats on your award on the Jendrek.
Thanks, but this is a bit unexpected, to be honest. I was expecting Vinu to win.
So you think that Vinard deserves it the most?
Yes. So my principle is you have to stick to your character if it's your true main, if it's the character you enjoy playing the most, regardless of its status. Like whether it's over nerfed or over boosted. Like for example, that's why I voted for Oaken in Sabers. Like if you count just wins, and Subu clearly deserves this. But even though Subu showed great dedication to Alex, he occasionally switches, and Oak does it much less. Like he's a true Laszlo main, and I mostly picked Yandrik to spend some time off lone swords, sort of to try something completely different. Yes, I won a couple of tournaments with him, but again, as he was changed, I mostly lost interest. So by now, I can't really call myself Yandrik main. So I guess it's probably just a recognition for previous results, but I no longer deserve it. And Vinny is still playing him. That's why I think he deserves it.
I see. Well, I like your philosophy there. Indeed, loyalty to the character is something important, but of course, we have to say that it also matters the results and how you do. You are a great Yandrak player as well, so and the community believed that you should win it. Actually, just note again, most of these votes you'll see were pretty close, like one vote off. So, yeah.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
And in
Well,
fact,
it's good to know that it was a close one.
yeah, and in fact, we actually have some upsets, like where the most voted nominee was not the award winner. Yes,
I see.
we actually have some upsets in which is something interesting, I have to say. Well, this for the Yandrak award. If you don't want to add anything more, I would say to stay here because the next
Buff Yandrak. He was over nerfed.
I have to.
Please message Cobalt, write it on stream. Like, changes that he received were deserved, but if you take something away, you have to give something other in compensation. Make Yandrak great again.
Okay.
He's suffering.
I have to agree. Well, Tao.
Yeah.
You're here, and I'd like to say the next award of the night is the Fight of the Year 2024, where you will be presenting it with me.
All right.
Let's first read our nominees.
Okay.
Well, Venator versus me in the 3v3 Hima voting was rigged. Okay, Vino. Venator versus me in the 3v3 Hima tournament. I also have the videos up if you want to point out. You said you would like to point out some moments or something. Just tell me. I can put.
We can do it to whoever is the winner, if you want. Or do you want to cover just every video?
It's up to you.
I'm fine. Like, you as the organizer here. I watched all of those fights 2 hours ago just to refresh my memories because some of those happened earlier. Like, for example, Eve versus Luck, it was like 8 months ago, so I had to rewatch it to remind myself of how it was going. But yeah, getting back to your fight versus Vera, I wasn't watching it live, so it was sort of fresh view for myself. And yeah, you were doing a mirror match, and it was very, very close one. Subu even wrote that you would lose 20-5, but you literally made Veneta work hard to get this victory. So yeah, that was a pretty fun fight to watch.
Yeah, I remember it very vividly. I have to say also that it was the last fight of the 3v3 semi-finals. Like, so and our teams were like 1 point difference. So this fight really counted for the continuation to the final. It wasn't.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember it. Now I remembered the 30. Yeah, I was actually rooting for you. I was hoping you would get some more points. I think like you needed one flag. Even if you lost like with one flag difference, you would pass or something like this.
If I lost with one flag difference, no, I had to win with 2 flag difference. If I won with one flag, it was a tie. If I won with one flag, it was a tie. Yeah. That's.
I see.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the second nomination. Venator versus Eve on the Wednesday Skimrish tournament, which was your tournament actually. This was one of the fights I first commentated on. It was the first tournament I ever commentated on. Great fight, long fight, and I remember the first kill most vividly. I do not know if you remember it.
You mean when Vanna was fighting in the corner, was it?
Yes, that was the first flag of the fight, and it was around 2 minutes. Yeah. What do you have to say about this fight?
So, I'm rooting for this fight actually. I hope it wins. Sorry, Wiggly, that it's not your fight, but for me, literally every matchup, especially versus a very good player, is sort of like a puzzle. I may try one approach, then Next time I meet this player in a tournament, I try some other approach. Maybe I'll still try the same, but maybe hoping for different results, however stupid it may be. And trying to pick keys to how Veneto plays his Isabella is the most tricky puzzle for me throughout Hellish Quart history of events. And actually, that's why I'm rooting for this fight, because it shows how Eve managed to solve this puzzle. Well, not completely, because Veneta beats him in the end, but at least in the first set of fights, when he manages to properly distance himself with Gideon and apply just enough pressure and to avoid unnecessary risk still. So it's both an intense fight, it's both a puzzle solving fight, and it's not just stare down. There's a lot of exchanges there going on. So yeah, I got like a lot of enjoyment watching it. Very cool one.
You were
And
commentating
yeah,
with.
the first flag you mentioned, I'm sorry, I'll just stop in a moment.
Say
Yeah,
it.
it's so hilarious. Like Eve makes mistake, Vanda makes a mistake, then Vanda throws a tired cut, and you like, oh, maybe Eve is dying here, but no, Eve is not died. Eve is scoring. Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, it really was, and yeah, I remember both of us going, yeah, back down, back the
Yes,
leg. Yeah.
yes.
Great fight. It was the final also of the tournament. For the third nomination, we have Luck versus Eve on the Fell Season 2 finals. Uh, Luck in his prime Jan, before he got changed with the cancels. Eve on Gideon, a really amazing fight, saber fight, iconic. I'd have to say that matchup. What do you have to say about this fight?
Yeah, so that was the one that happened 8 months ago, and it was also the final of the second season of Fell League that Maestro was organizing at the time. I think Luck beat me in the semifinal to move, or maybe Eve beat me. Yeah, I don't remember anymore, but still, one of them beat me in the semifinal and moved to the finals, and there they fought. And yeah, it's a really good one. Eve was forced into fighting uh, defensively most of the time, but that's how Luck rolls. He's a very aggressive player, and that's why Corkscrew is called Luckscrew sometimes, because how good was Luck at using it. He literally showed the potential of this move to our community. Yeah, it's a pretty cool one to watch. A lot of pressure applied on Eve, but he still manages to get it in the end. Very cool one.
Yes, and the last nomination is Subotai versus Eve on the late night tournament of Venator. Subotai versus Eve, I have to say personally, it's a classic match. Alex versus Gideon, classic matchup. A bit of back and forth in these two, like sometimes Shubu wins, sometimes Eve wins. But this one I think like stood out as like the top performance. What do you have to say about this fight?
So I'll say not about the first, but about the last round. Uh, I'm biased here, and that's pretty obvious, but I hate rounds like this. Like the overall fight is very intense. The last round is the most intense one. I think Vanna nailed it recently in one of the text chats. Like you have a lot of tension inside the fight, but not that many fight inside of fight. Like the price of just a single flag, well, it's just a single flag and you win or your opponent wins. The price of single mistake is so high that we tend to become overly defensive, and then you get into stare downs for like a minute, a lot of footsies and no commitment at all. But outside of this round, yeah, that was a pretty nice comeback by Eve, and Subu was very precise with his Alex's footsies mostly, and yeah, that's why he scored with that slight chop to the head in the end and got victory. So yeah, pretty classical fight.
Indeed. Yeah. I noticed that too. Like on the final flag, of course, you always are a bit more defensive. except me, of course. I just go in. But yeah, most people are getting defensive, trying not to make mistakes. Well, since we're pretty good on time, and how about you point some stuff about every fight? Like I have the videos ready. If you want to point out some stuff, some small highlights.
Just
Uh,
let's rewatch that first round that you mentioned yourself of the second fight, Venator versus Eve.
Of course, let me. Okay, it should be on stream now, is it? It's all perfect?
Let's see.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we have all the fights here. Okay, which one did you want? The first round of this one.
Yeah.
Here. I will close the voice so we can recommendate actually on it, because we were the commentators live. We're the commentators now again.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Understandable.
Yeah, well, here of course it's the normal Venator Eve gameplay. Yeah, Venator Eve gameplay. I have to say, Venator a bit more trying, a bit more trust on his guard. Eve trying to find an opening, of course.
Again, watch the distance in between them. They're really they're moving forward, but they're mostly provoking each other. They want their opponent to move forward, defeat their attack, and then punish.
Here,
They're literally staying at the edge without overcommitting.
yes, here like we see like finally his cuts out of measure a bit finally connect, and actually does not kill easy. Here, that was his main plan, I have to say, on Eve. And yes, but
Yeah, he's just throwing those cards and hoping to get
Yeah.
something.
yeah, trying to get in measure.
Yeah, and dances right before easy, back and forth. And once Easy is wounded, it's super hard to manage her stamina. Like she has not that good of a stamina bar, and once wounded, yeah, like, you throw one and you can't throw another because you will go completely out of stamina. Yeah, see, it's super hard for Venator here.
Actually, Venator, I think, had a saint here, because that chop there usually passes on that distance, but Eve's autoguard actually managed to block it.
Mm-hmm.
Both are
Yeah,
these.
he was fainting a lot also. Oh yeah, that's a very narrow miss.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at the distance.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just a millimeter away, really, so close.
And then Venator.
That's
tried
where
to,
we went. Oh, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think.
What is this?
Yeah. Wow.
Does the
Oh,
Eve. The
Yeah.
first flag is nightmare.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, amazing first round. An amazing fight actually. When a fight lasts 26 minutes, you know. Do you want to
Yeah.
show any other highlights from
Well,
here?
do you have any?
Hmm. Let me-
Okay, if you're thinking the last round of Luck versus Eve.
Luck versus Eve. Here.
Yeah, this one and the last round.
Do,
The counter attack was close to land.
let me close. Actually, wait. I want you to tell me something because what exactly
Okay.
was the fell season? Because I wasn't
So-
here.
Yeah, you weren't in our community at the time, so Fell was a passive league. So it's still organized through challenge, but you don't do it live. Like you play like we play ranked duels now.
Oh.
Before we had no ranked duels, but Maestro organized a few passive leagues where you register the same way you register for normal tournament, but like you see the bracket, and then you just contact the guy you're supposed to play. You find the host, and you just play it and report the results. You don't need to do it all at the same time, and that was like it. Oh no, actually no. That was what was Wiener doing. Yeah, I'm wrong. Spell was a bit different. So Maestro, like inspired by those passive events that Wiener organized, did a league of his own, where he just like set a schedule. For example, 10 people decided to participate in a season of the league, and then Maestro just matchmakes people and says, okay, so you have 1 week, you have to fight an opponent that was assigned to you, and then you report the results
I see. Oh,
like this. So it was, I think, best of 5, yeah, and each flag with each fight is 10 flags, or maybe best of 7, even something like that.
okay, let's see this last round as you said of a highlight of this fight. Here we see like prime luck. We used to play a lot. A nice chop there. Perfect distance. The corkscrew. Uh,
Yeah, and as soon as Luck is wounded, he can't go
yeah,
with feints a lot anymore.
yeah, but he catches actually there with down forward B
Oh yeah,
Gideon. Gideon, of course.
gets left hand.
Oh, a fantastic combo. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Three-piece combo
this
there.
even this round also tells a lot about this fight as a whole. Like there were a lot of similar episodes. Most of the time, Luck was applying a lot of pressure and playing defensively, but that's what he was really good at. He's mixing it. He's not playing overly passive. He's always there, ready, looking for a moment to get in. So you have to be aware of those bursts of aggression, and he did it nicely in the end.
I see. And indeed that's true. Well, do you have anything more to add, or should we go to the awardee?
I think, yeah, we are taking a lot of time
Yeah.
already, so let's make the announcement.
Okay, I will DM you now the winner, and you can. Yeah, sorry for.
Okay, do we have a special effect?
No, we do not. Next year, because it's. Do you see it
All right. Yeah.
on your counting?
Okay, I'll do it myself. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Tension increases. And the winner is Venator contra Eve. So yeah, the one I was rooting for gets the deserved victory.
Yes, indeed. Congratulations to both of the fighters. This is a dual award that both of these fighters will have. Ventor is here if he wants to say some words about this fight. Eve, sadly, I don't think he's here. Ventor, hello again.
Hello.
How do you feel
Hi,
about
hi.
this win? How do you feel about this fight, firstly?
I'm very happy that this was the fight of the year. I definitely felt that it was a very, very difficult fight, and Tao was right when he said that it was more like a puzzle fight because every flag was intense, every mistake counted, and Isabella and Gideon are actually pretty different when it comes to their strengths and weaknesses, and I feel that Isabella actually can take advantage of that particular weakness that Gideon has, and I think Gideon can take advantage of what the weaknesses Isabella has. So we definitely played to our strengths there, and it was very hard to exploit that particular weakness. And it was a great fight. And remember, I needed some time because we fought last, and I remember we needed some time. I needed some time to recover to fight again because it was so mentally exhausting. Yeah, but it was an amazing fight.
Well, yeah. Do you have anything more to add? Do you have any questions for this?
Yeah, actually, wanted to say something that this is actually the type of fight that I like to watch most, not necessarily like to play, but like to watch, which is something that is tense and more puzzly, as Tao said, compared to something that is a brawl. You know, it's something that I like to see. I like to see more, and I'm very happy that this type of fight got that recognition. That is not just about hitting each other and standing in the middle and throwing attacks. Those are fun too to watch, but I'm glad that this particular type of fight also got recognition.
Yes. Yeah.
A quick question, if you don't mind. Venna, what did you find or found in this particular fight the hardest about Eve's Gideon to defeat?
It's actually a Gideon thing as well, but Eve is doing it really well, which is Gideon is a lot faster than Isabella is with most of his attacks. So he was looking for that opportunity to counter time me when I was initiating. That is something that he managed to do. And even in the video that you played, if you notice, I'm going for a side step, and then he immediately hits me while I'm in the side step because the side step is a lot slower. My intention was to throw it, not because of the speed, but because of the placement, and he countered the placement with the speed of the attack that he chose. So that was great from him.
Well, you still did amazing job adjusting to this. So yeah,
Thank
well
you.
deserved recognition to this fight, I think.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Ventor. Congratulations, Eve, who you may be watching us from the future or from home. I don't know. Well, I don't have anything more to add. I don't know if you guys have anything more. Thank you, Tao, for being here and for actually helping me set up the stream, as I told in the start of the tourney.
You're welcome.
And congrats, Ventor, for your second award this night.
Thank you very much. Eve says thanks too, I guess. Gonna speak for him.
We'll poke him later. Anyways, see you later, Wiggly.
See you guys, see you. Okay, sorry for this, a bit of I had a phone call. Well, now we'll go on to the next award of this night, Tournament of the Year 2024. For this, I call up to the stage an amazing player, first and foremost, a very active player and a very active host, as in tournaments. He has done a lot of actually tournaments. He embodies basically what am I saying? He basically embodies the traditional tournaments host. Anyways, he's an Alexander main and his name is Subutai. Subutai, you're invited to the stage to present Tournament of the Year with me. Hello, Subutai.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. Well, thank you for being here. You're an amazing host, as I said. Well, now.
Thank you.
We'll be going over the nominees of the tournaments, and I'm happy to have you here as a host. You can provide examples. You can say that's a good idea, and I think you participated in all of them, so you can add some info there. Well, first is Ironic's tournament, which happened very recently. It happened actually after one of your tournaments. It was a big one, a nice tournament. What do you have to say?
Yeah, it was very last minute, and it was her first crack at hosting a tourney, and we ran into some technical problems, but we appreciated the effort all the same, and it made for a lot of really good fights. Venator stepped in to help, as you can see on screen there, and that was really nice of him. So it's like the community came together and supported her, and we had a good time that day. I mean, 2 events in one day, that's always awesome.
Also, something I didn't add. Personally, I think your tournaments are the best because in your tournaments I
Mhm.
got my first victory.
Fair enough. Yeah, a bit of bias, but it's totally fair.
It is the most correct opinion we have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, really, how come you got so involved into into tournament making, hosting the tournaments?
Yeah, it's a bit of a blur for me, but it just one day I noticed that there were a lot of like Warden wasn't hosting as many tournaments, I think it was, or something like that. And then so I decided to just start hosting my own. And I was a bit nervous about commentating because I didn't think I was that great of a commentator, but I just dug in, gave it a go. People enjoyed it, and so I kept going from there. So, and it gave people a North American option too, and that was something that I think we were missing at the time. So that was really helpful.
I see, yeah. The second tournament that is nominated is not one, if is not one day tournament. It is an entire event. It is the Deluge, based of course on the actual Deluge. But I think you are more of an expert into history. If you want to give some
Yeah.
insights, what do you have to say about the event and the host? And if you want to add any facts or anything.
Yeah, so this was a really interesting event that Venator, of course, came up with. Very good host in our community. Um, Essentially, he based it off those faction wars in what is it, For Honor, the
Oh,
whole three faction split thing.
the samurai versus knights versus Vikings on the map. That
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, it's
yeah,
based.
that's what he based this whole thing on. Yeah, and it would just
Oh,
be like a weekly thing. That was the idea.
oh, that's amazing. Oh, yeah, like wow. For the people who don't know, basically, it's a map tied between uh, three factions. When you play a match online and you win,
Hmm.
you get some troops, and based on the faction you are, you can decide where to attack, where to defend, and it shows which states you're almost about to win, so send troops there, which states you're almost about losing, so send troops there. And on the Discord there is
Hmm.
also communication and all that. And yeah, that's a great idea and a great tournament based off it. Again, it is
Yeah.
based on some real conflict between the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth and the Swedish Empire.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you could say this is what sort of put Sweden on the map, you know? Like from this point, Sweden becomes a huge player in European politics. It's weird to think about now, but Sweden even had like colonial aspirations in North America and all sorts of ideas. Unfortunately, Sweden is also a pretty small country as far as population goes, so it didn't turn out to be sustainable in the long term. But this is where Sweden really puts its foot down, and all of a sudden, Sweden is a threat that can even take on Russia and Poland, as we've seen in the Deluge. The Cossack hetmanate um, did not get the good end of this conflict. It was divided between the Polish Commonwealth and Russia, so there were more factions involved. We kept it simple though, and kept it between Sweden and Poland.
I see, yeah. And also on the Hellish Quart, we didn't say the most basic thing, that the team you chose to decided which weapons you were gonna use. Like the Polish had the sabers, and everything else
Hmm.
was on the Swedish. And
Yeah,
that was the special theme of that event also. Well,
yeah.
last nomination, three nominees for this one: USFC 67 Dungeon Crawl by Taos Host. I don't know if you participated on this one. Basically, it was a dungeon crawl RPG sort of thing, D&D, with riddles in it, and someone was the necromancer and they had to find it. Had you participated? I'm not sure.
Yes, I did participate. In fact, I helped commentate, and the thing I remember most about this, besides obviously the whole skeleton dungeon crawl thing, um, was that Eve was essentially put on the spot by Tao, and he had to like solve this riddle that Tao proposed, and Eve was just dumbfounded, clueless. and it was kind of entertaining to watch him trying to figure this out. I believe Maestro was involved with that too. It was a great time for sure, very fun. Tao was like dropping these hints here and there, and as these warriors are fighting through the dungeon against these skeletons. It was cool.
Yep, yep. So, do you have anything more to add?
Not really. As far as which one's the best, I think if I were to give my opinion, it's very difficult to choose just one, right? Because these are all very different.
It is funny to
But
say that, actually. You'll see in a bit.
yeah. Although I think I would go with the Deluge just because, especially if that continued, it could have become its own community phenomenon, just like USFC, I think. It's unfortunate it kind of died off eventually, but the Deluge, I think, had a lot of potential.
I see, I see. Are you ready to be texted the winner?
Yeah.
Whenever you go, you may say the result.
Okay, so the winner is in fact contested.
The winner
As I just
is contested between the Deluxe and the USFC Dungeon Crawl. Both got 5 votes. So,
alright.
Yeah, in this situation, when we are finished with the other awards, I will post a last minute survey between these two only, and it will be like until like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whoever is on stream. Last minute vote, you'll come up here if you're free again to re-say the winner. Yeah, actually didn't believe we would have this. I had planned for it, in fact, like just in case, but I believed it would be something like the best saber, the best, but no, the best tourney. It's actually contested between the Deluge and the USFC Dungeon Crawl. Well, thank you for being here, Subu. We'll see you in a bit.
No problem.
We'll see you in
Alright. See ya.
See you. Well, with this let's move on to the next award. The next award is the USFC Champion of the Year. USFC stands for the Ultimate Sword Fighting Competition Championship. Actually, of course, I will do that mistake now. And its creator is here to present the award with me. Please welcome to the stage, Vinu.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Vinu. How are you? Well, welcome back. You were presenting a bit before due to some last-minute changes.
Yeah, I was just a little bit playing. All good. I'm ready to do the one of the most important announcements of this series is the, of course, USFC champion, which truly shows who is the most skilled, best, and consistent player in the community.
It's totally a subjective, an objective opinion, and not your bias.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely empirical statement.
Okay.
Cannot be denied.
Exactly. Well, let's go over our nominees. First nominee is Eve. What do you Eve, an amazing player, of course. What do you have to say about USFC like career? I just have to add that I beat him while he was playing Barabbas, of course, because I am me. But go on.
I mean, I think I took him down from his last winning streak when he was a champion and became champion myself. But he's out of there. This week he was doing John Jones. He like not showing up because he knows the competition is tough and he wants to be on there and like 100th event. But overall, he's a great fighter. So that is that.
I see. Yeah, that is indeed. But of course, let's not kidding. He won the. He's not the current champion, and he has won this by trial, of course. Well, the second one is personally one of my most. The one I fought. Oh, well, I fought 2 champions, Apostle and this one. I fought the second nominee is Tao. I personally fought him for the championship. I lost. He had a huge streak. What do you have to say about Tao? Also, Tao is the current main commentator and holder of the USFC. What do you have to say about Tao's career championship?
Tao is amazing guy overall, like really great guy. He's, I believe, the second superstar because first one like gonna be was Oken, who will come a little bit later. But overall, he's one of the best guys. I'm really keeping up with the USFC and keeping it strong and going. And yeah, amazing fighter. I don't know only good things about him.
Yeah, main of Easy and of Gideon and of Isabella mainly.
Oh, I think he can play probably most of characters well or good enough.
Indeed, indeed. Third nominee, another nomination for this guy here. He actually won an award before in the night. Oakenlix, Oak, as he's most known in the server. He won. He won it with Laszlo, I think. He was multiple times the champion this year. What do you have to say?
He's the first superstar who went like 7-0, maybe 6-0 undefeated and became a champion. And he recently just lost his title to Eve, so he's back at it. Yeah, best Laszlo. Best Laszlo in the server. No doubt. Just tactical, great counters, great guy. Destiny definitely gave him what he believed in, so 10 out of 10.
The philosophy thread and channel was a mistake. Well,
It was.
it was. Well, the fourth and last nominee, four nominees here for the best USFC champion. We just heard of him, Subutai. Subutai, Alex main, best Alex in the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. He's a co-commentator almost always with Tao on the USFC. Do you have to add anything more about Subutai?
He was the second USFC champion and he held it for a very, very long time. He was basically an impregnable wall at that point. Nobody could take him down, and still he's a very good fighter. But yeah, he's just another one of those great guys, and I really enjoyed him. He really helped me out in creating USFC and being there and supportive, and it's really cool. Except if you start arguing about samurais, of course, then you can get in a pretty heated debate. But regardless, he's one of the coolest guys on the server.
Yeah, he's really cool guy. He's the really good guy, but of course, a great player. I have to also honorably mention two people here whose name popped up, but they couldn't get in the nominees. First one is being you, which you basically you basically rejected your own nomination so you can be here presented with me. So that there goes your honorable nomination. And
Yeah.
another honorable mention is pianist, who his name was heard but sadly couldn't gather enough votes. Also another great player, pianist. Not very active
Yeah.
in this particular time period, but later, earlier on the 2024 he was. Do you have anything more to say, or should I send it?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that my rise to USFC champion was really great. I defeated all of the best guys in every match, and but yeah, kind of fell down and kind of retired after it. So I'm really glad that I was mentioned. But since I love USFC so much, I just wanted to. I felt it appropriately to be the one who presents the greatest USFC champion of this year. So yeah, that's why I rejected my proposition.
I was actually really surprised. I didn't knew this was gonna happen. Basically, someone rejecting their own nomination, but yeah, I totally get you. So should I
To be honest, but I'm still salty about losing that Yandrek nomination. That really hurt me a lot. But the votes are votes, and if to lose something like Yandrek nomination, the Tao is the person that I'm absolutely fine losing it to.
I get you. I get you. Well, yeah, that's the votes basically. But I think I don't have the numbers right now on the screen, but I think it was one vote, basically one vote difference between you and
Okay,
him.
okay.
Well, the winner is. Well, I won't say it. You will say it.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Yes. Yeah, sorry. Here.
And the greatest USFC champion of this year is Tao.
Congratulations to
Congratulations.
Tao for being again for getting his second award of the night. Tao, if you want to come up here, say a few words. I think he is listening on the stream. The stream has a bit of a delay. Second award with 3 nominations. Well, I mean, Tao, of course, he had a long reign of USFC, basically championship. I don't exactly remember how long his reign was. How Tao? Hello.
Hello again, guys.
Hi, hi.
Well, at least now I can feel somewhat that I received somewhat deserved award. So thank you for this.
I mean, man, you were amazing, literally amazing. I mean, you came a bit close when I like challenged you to the, like that was a bit of a critical error there. Like you almost were about to lose your your championship, but yeah, you know, you still, if you won me, it is deserved.
I see. So how close were the votes? That's what I'm interested in.
About this, well, let me bring up the about this particular.
Mm-hmm.
You were 7. Eve was, yeah, Eve was 3. Okenlix was 1, and Subutai was 2. This one was not close. The Yandrak one was.
We need to promote our awards more, so more people would vote next time.
Yeah, most actually had the same number of. I mean, look, I did everything I can. I wrote it like every time.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
like,
know. I'll try to help more with promotion too, and I hope other guys, now that they see how it works, can promote it more too.
oh well.
Anyways, yeah, like for example, even Subu just wanted to do a small shout out about it. They still hold the greatest win streak record in USFC, but that's the trick. Subu got this record first. It was like 2022, 2023, and again, Eve got his 11 win streak record in 2023 as well. But at this year, I still hold the biggest like number of defenses while being the champion. I think it's 7 or something like this. So yeah, I don't need to feel like I received something that I don't deserve.
I see. I see. Well, if you guys don't have anything more to add, congratulations again, Tao, for your 2 awards. Well, if you don't have anything to add, we can move on. Is there anything?
No.
USFC champion is the greatest fighter in USFC history. In USFC, like currently. Sorry, like a little bit went too fast, but USFC fighter is the best current standing fighter in Hellish Quart community, in my opinion. Humble, of course. And that's all I want to say. Always join every USFC event, guys. Participate. And yeah, show what you got.
Yeah.
Don't need to be humble about it.
No bias there. No bias. No bias.
Absolutely not.
Well, with this, we move on to the last, technically, award of the night. Well, whenever I join any game, every video game sort of that has multiplayer competitor, I have this like question always: who is the best? Like, not the best of the year, best GOAT, greatest of all time. I remember searching, asking there, like for League it is Faker, for CSGO it is Kenny S, for other games it's another guy. I always asked, and this was no different in this community. One name popped up always, an easy main, who right now is not really active, but everyone that I ask say that he is the GOAT. Please, I invite you to the stage to present with me The man, the myth, the legend, Warden. Please come to the stage, man. Warden, hello.
Hello everyone, thank you for inviting me. First of all, I want to say it's crazy that I'm getting compared to someone like Faker. Like, no way, man. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's very, very, very flattering for me, honestly.
Well,
That you compare
I
me
mean,
to someone like Faker, bro.
I mean, if Faker is the goat of League and you're the goat of Hellish Quart, then you know.
That's like being the goat of checkers versus the goat of chess, in my opinion, bro.
Yeah, but still, well,
The goat of tic tac toe, you know.
well, sure, still a goat. Well, we should go on the nominees now. First is Racer, who is like yourself an easy main.
Racer was a very new player, I think, or not that new anymore, but it's a name that came out later than newer, right? And he played so good, man, so good. He said that he got inspiration by Benator, I think, and me, but honestly, I think Benator is better than me, honestly, but.
As of right now.
And that like his pick was better than my pick in my opinion, but
okay.
but I'm flattered that I'm here, honestly.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. Racer was super good. Also, yeah, he won tournaments, right? I'm sorry because I wasn't in the community so much lately.
He
but,
won actually 2 tournaments in one day.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's playing so fast. He's making people want to overextend. And then they die. You know, he gets in and then he kills you. He's fast and he's also slow, which is the best you can be in a fighting game, honestly, like this one.
I see, exactly. Second nominee is Eve, Gideon, basically Gideon, Barbas, and Kalkstein. Yeah, Eve is an amazing player overall. He knows exactly when to throw the moves, which moves to throw. A bit of a reactionary player, I have to say. What do you have to say, Warden?
It's true that he's reactionary, but his reactions are good. Like he reacts how he wants to, and he has reads. Like he will try to read you. He will try to discover what button do you want to press, or make, or even bait you. So you want to thrust to him. You know, like maybe you are abusing forward X. You know, so he's just being there baiting non-stop. Then he gets you. And that's good. That's a good player that is winning. You know, that's the objective of the game, winning. And how you win depends only on the game. What is allowing you to do, right? And I think that's important too, to see that winners are winners. And if it's a very good Kalkstein, in my opinion, his Kalkstein is his best character, honestly. Maybe Gideon also.
I see. I think Gideon has surpassed
Gideon, yeah.
His Gideon is top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Third nominee, a guy whose name this night has been spoken in almost every category, Okenlix.
Okenlix, what can I say? Barabash Connoisseur. You know, he plays every character basically. Maybe not every character, but well, yeah, every character. Not super well, you know, but he plays almost every character super well. You know, he can play easy. He's very good with easy. He can play
Kalkstein,
Laszlo. Yeah, he's very good with Laszlo. Yeah, very good with any of those characters. Yeah, also.
Yeah, he
is a multidisciplinary champion, in my opinion.
Yeah, he is great. He is very great. He is known for his precise gameplay, like trying to catching your arm, catching your leg. You do a move out of measure, he's there. He punches. An amazing player and an amazing guy overall.
Yeah, very analytic. We played Age of Empire. He demonstrated a very analytical mind in those games.
Yeah, he also plays Age of Empire. Yes.
Yeah.
He has this analytical mind. Well, the last nominee is Vinard, the guy who was just presenting, creator of the USFC. Not really active, but when he's here, he makes an appearance. He makes a statement. What do you have to say about Vinard?
I think we had our problems, but the past doesn't represent us, and he's an amazing person. Honestly, he worked hard for the community, like very very hard, and he's an amazing player too. Even if you people may underestimate him, and then they lose, you know, like that's his superpower in my opinion. Also, that he just makes people think not that strong, and then boom, you lose. You know, and that's a sign of a strong player. You know, you don't know where the weakness is.
Indeed, concealing his weaknesses. That's a
Yeah.
that's a really good ability for a great player to have. Well, do you have anything to say about in general Hellish Quart? This is Fencer of the Year.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you want to add anything further about Hellish Quart or something? Anything you want?
Yes, I want to add one thing.
Go
I
on,
think
go on.
this is the most important fact, in my opinion. In my opinion, this is a fact. Without this, the game will die in the end. Kubalt needs to work with the community. He's doing it, you know, he's doing it, but he needs to be in this Discord, basically. He needs to be here because here is where everything happens. Maybe, yeah, there is also the Asian Discord, you know, but this is the biggest. And now, well, is this the biggest? This is the biggest, right? Discord for Hellish Quart right now?
Yeah, this is bigger than the counterpart on Asia. This is bigger, the bigger server by numbers.
So this is what has to happen. Like Kubalt has to get here and maybe just lurk, you know, maybe lurk, maybe just look at what people say. Look at what people are asking for. Look at what people are complaining, you know? This is so necessary for the game in my opinion. And until this doesn't happen, we will have random patches in which good things happen and sometimes bad patches come, you know? Because he's not reading what is needed correctly. Like obviously I thank Kubalt for doing the game, but this, in my opinion, the most important thing that has to happen for the game to triumph, to really triumph, and like a lot of people will buy the game. Like a lot of people will do it if he just comes and betters the game, you know? There is zero fencing games that represent fencing this well, you know?
Yes, agreed, of course, with what you say. Like, Cobalt has to have a contact, not with like 2-3 people of the community. Has to have a contact with the whole community. I do understand some of his points that, like, you may see some Steam messages and your mind may be just turned off. So I can see where he's keeping away from the community comes from, but also K should come here as well, or actually create his own official Discord if he doesn't want to join yours, which is ours, which is not ideal.
Yeah, it's not mine anymore though. But
yeah, as Ventor said. Well, man, thank you for these comments. Are you ready to announce the winner?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I will text to you and you can do a countdown, whatever you want to.
Okay, guys, try to guess, you know, try to guess who is the Fencer of the Year.
Sure.
Try to, guys, do you have anyone in mind? 3, 2, 1. I thought you were gonna say it.
Oh no.
Okay, I will say it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Lix, congrats, you are the best, my friend.
Okay,
Clapping for you.
Congratulations.
He's the best.
You're invited to stage if you want to speak. Oken, hello.
Hello again, hello Warden.
Congratulations on this. You're the voted by the community the Fencer of the Year.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Like you making me blush right now. This is too much a little bit.
You had so many nominations over our awards. You literally had nominations on almost everything. Congrats to you. You're an amazing. What do you want to say? Anything?
Yeah, I want to dedicate this victory in this nomination to my keyboard. If it wasn't for my keyboard, I would not be able to do that. Everyone who plays this game without a keyboard, you're just wasting your time. You need a keyboard. Please get a keyboard. That's
Yes.
important.
Yes. And your mom too, because your mom made you able to live and to win this too, you know?
Yeah,
Your,
it is
your dad
as
too,
well,
your dad
but
too,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Also, I want to use this moment to say that you guys should play Age of Empires 2 with me. There are a lot of cool scenarios in it, so please play Age of Empires as well. It's a great game. That's about all I have to say.
This community is so wholesome.
Yeah. So wholesome. We promote another game on the Fencer of the Year. Yes.
Yes.
Go to Age of Empires. Well,
No, but on a serious note, I did want to say, and I guess now it's an appropriate time to do that. Like, I do appreciate this community quite a lot. It's not often that you have a community where you can really enjoy a game or whatever game it is. So to such an extent as we did here, and to have such cool people here, it really feels great to have this place. In the vast area of internet, like one place where we can have fun together and have the philosophical discussions and all of that stuff. I just wanted to say you guys are all great.
yeah. Speaking of that, like this was not a choice. Like it was predetermined that you would be the Fencer of the Year of 2024, right?
Of course, yeah, it's not even my kind of like it's not a credit to me.
I
You
mean,
didn't even have to vote. It was going to happen anyway.
congratulations, man. Gordon, very big, huge thanks for actually being here. If you guys don't have anything more to add, we will. Well, we won't be good nighting right now because of something that happened. As
What?
you saw, the one award is not yet. It has not yet went. The best tournament award is actually contested between two tournaments. Right now, I will do a small break, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Everyone in live will go vote on this new survey I will make for the best tournament. Yeah, and that will happen. And Subutai will be here to announce it. Well,
Okay. What are the two options?
oh yeah, two the two tournaments are right here are the deluge between the USFC 67 dungeon crawl. The deluge being the deluge, and the dungeon crawl being a sort of RPG thing, riddles, and a very fun tournament too. You'll see the survey, and we'll be here to announce the winner. Again, thank you, Oken. Thank you, Gordon. Congratulations, Oken. Not thank you. That's all. If you want, you can leave or whatever. I will make the survey
Yes,
post.
thank you guys.
Congrats, Oken. You actually deserved it, though. You actually deserved it. Also,
Thank you, Googly, to allow this.
oh, thank you, man.
For allowing this.
Thank you.
Kisses to everyone.
Goodbye, Gordon. Also,
Bye-bye.
some honorable mentions about the Fencer of the Year nominations. Info actually came up a bit, but she was a bit of a newcomer and didn't actually make the vote. Luck sadly didn't make the vote, who is also a great, fantastic player. Subutai, being Subutai and Venator. Subutai and Venator have the top 2 spots in the rankings as of now. Venator is the expert in everything. Subutai is the main Alex. You cannot beat him, you cannot win him. And anyhow, enough talk. I should play some music. Yeah, while we take a small break. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I will post the survey quickly. Wait for news to come in. Here it is. Thank you guys. I'm back. The survey is up for in the forum, in the thread. Go and vote. It is 9:55 here now. At 10 and 5 I will reveal the winners. And yeah, so take a small break now, and we'll be back soon.
Για ανακούφιση από τα συμπτώματα του κρυολογήματος και της γρίπης,
not the ad playing and ruining my music. Anyways, guys, in 5 minutes the voting will be closed. Yeah. It's not the time yet. I'm here a bit early. In this time, I would like to say some few words about something a bit out of Hellish Quart, but I want to give this little space here to something a bit more important. In Friday, one of my not personal exactly friend of mine, but a clarinet player who was 1 year older than me here had a terrible accident on the road, and he died. I'd like to take this moment here, Vissarion, was his name, to actually bit honor him. He was the best clarinet player of our city, and since I have this little time now, I will use it to pay honor to him, to pay respects. May he rest in peace. And yeah. And that's about it. I just wanted to add, yes, rest in peace to him. Just wanted to add this little intersection, since this is out of the tournament. Well, that's it then. In 3 minutes the votings will close. I'd like to thank everyone that came here, accepted the awards, and I'll post the link like probably tomorrow or something. And yeah, it was very fun for me. I hope you guys liked it too, but we'll say this actually on the end and not now. I hope the stream was okay, and yeah. Well, 3 minutes remaining. Funnily enough, this picture I have of in the background here is of the movie Duelists, and I really liked it. I really like this sort of dynamic of the picture, the saber fight, and yeah, that's why I put it here to act as the main background of the welcome screen. Now, to amazing tournaments. Oh, thank you, Tao. Thank you. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it, all of you. Well, 2 more minutes. It lasted a bit longer than I actually wanted. A small miscalculation of my part. I thought it was gonna go. I thought it was gonna go like a bit faster. Also, to say at this time that anyone that wants to upload this to their YouTube channel, feel free to. Please mention the Discord server so it gains more popularity. Thank you, Subu, thank you. So it gains a bit more popularity, and you can mention me if you want. If you don't want, I don't care. Whatever. Use it on your YouTube channels. Use it for everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. 1 minute to the deadline. You know what would be funny? If this was actually also contested, then I wouldn't know what to do. But I don't think it will be. We'll see. 30 seconds remaining. Yeah, personally, I was thinking of adding more sort of categories. I had toughest to fight actually, but I didn't actually put it in. I had best host, but best tournament. They're kinda close. I had toughest to fight. Someone had someone had another idea, many ideas, any ideas you want, you can post it. We'll do them next year. God first, we're here next year, firstly. But anyways, and the time is done. I will now close this voting somehow. Wait, I saw how you could do this. Give me a sec. It'll go here, here. Where is it? I just saw it. Oh god. Well, anyway, I don't think anything more will happen. Shubu, Tai, I invite you to the stage if to come again. We're re-beginning the stream now. There we had that.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Shubu. Well, since you're here, do you want to say anything more at this? I personally, I'm really surprised that this was contested, because I would think best fencer being contested or something, but this indeed was contested. Do you want to add anything further?
Yeah, I think this one's kind of hard to rate, like I was saying earlier, but best fencer definitely even harder. Like, so many of us are, like, on any given day, anyone who's at the top can beat anyone, you know? Whether it's Venator, Oak, myself, even you, Wiggly. Like, you have some amazing performances yourself on some days, so it can be very difficult to sort of pin down who's the best fencer of all time. I mean, there's also Racer too. I almost forgot to mention him, and there's definitely a bunch of others that I'm neglecting to mention. But yeah, it's very difficult. I remember people were debating Racer and Venator when we were nominating the different fencers, so it was a tough one.
Well, without anything further, I will DM you the winner of the tiebreak and the winner of the this event, of this message actually.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it is a plan. Whenever you may feel ready, you may announce it.
Alright. And the winner of the best tournament award is the Deluge. The Deluge has won out in the end, obviously hosted by Venator. So congratulations again to Venator for the win.
Venator, you're invited here if you want to say some stuff about the tourney. Venator, third award this year. This year.
This year, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm actually very happy for this award in particular because I actually put a lot of work in this one. It wasn't easy. I haven't unfortunately I haven't participated to Tawa's host, but Tawa's event. But I heard it was great and it was different. And I think we need this kind of events every now and then that just they're not simple tournaments, but just something, just creation, just imaginative. For me, it's also very hard to stay, when it comes to the game, it's kind of hard to stay motivated just like doing the same tournament every time. So I kind of try to find out some new concepts, and this one was great. And but I really like to thank somebody for this particular one, which is Racer, because he also put a lot of work into creating the models, and the models for the fencers that we used in the Deluge, like the Hussars ones and the Knights and some other stuff and the weapons, made the event much better. Because it was the visuals were attached to the whole idea of it. So it definitely added much to the immersion. So I'd like to share this award with him actually, because it was a joint work in this particular aspect. And yeah, it was a great event, and I definitely liked it, and I noticed that people liked it as well. I have some other things that I'm thinking about. Speaking of that, and one of them is going to be some sort of Dark Souls uh, thing, but it's not. It's still in cooking process, so you're gonna find out about it at one point.
I see. A bit of a teaser here. Yeah,
Mhm.
you have made many tournaments that are like this, a bit imaginative, like the Ruthenian game, which was
Game of Thrones, yeah.
yeah, the Game of Thrones, which was very good. The 3v3s with the Hema and stuff, all great. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, do you guys want to say anything, both of you, or something?
Just that it's very difficult to overstate the contributions that Venator has made to this tournament. I mean, Hema was a big thing when that came out. It really brought the game to life, I think, in a way that other hosts haven't. So just thank you to Venator for posting all hosting all these incredible events. And also I gotta extend the congratulations to the players too, because those events just wouldn't be what they are without the players competing either. So congrats to everyone who's participated in this event and some of the other fantastic events that Venator has hosted.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I would also like to add that the fact that you put this together, Wiggly, I think it's something that brings us together a little bit more, um, because everybody got a little bit of love, for what they did, even if it's outside tournaments or organizing or playing or doing something, and that's something that we definitely need. It is true that we bicker sometimes. Is it balance or is it something else? It's never coming from a dark place, It's always coming from we all
The love
want
of
like
the
what's
game, the love of the
yeah,
love
what's
for
the
the
best
game.
for the game, what's best for the community, what's best for, and every time we get together in tournaments and we commentate, it's like nothing happened, And I don't really have like hard feelings towards anyone or things like that. And yeah, maybe we should do these type of recognition events more often, or events that are creative enough to bring people together without too much of a competitive aspect. For example, to me, the Deluge was, I mean, the competition was fun, but it was never about the competition. It was always about immersing ourselves into that particular era. So yeah.
I see. Again,
Well
thank.
said.
Yeah, that this was one of the main reasons I wanted to make this, was to see, to have of course, to have a bit of recognition for everything, to recall on the entire year. And yeah, thank you for everything, guys. Firstly, thank you for being here, Shubu, for presenting this. Congrats, Vana. We don't have
Thank you.
anything else to do right now, so I will just close this by a few words. These awards, this entire thing wouldn't happen if the community wasn't active, and if it wasn't welcoming. Like, if it wasn't welcoming, I wouldn't be here, nor other players would be here. So it shows that despite being small, it is still not a community of hate. It is a community of love. We accept everyone. We don't discriminate and all that. I do believe that these awards actually represented the best of each. I think they were pretty spot on for what they are, for a vote. Like, it wasn't trolly, it was for fun, of course, but it wasn't like trolling. Like, no one got something that is not deserving of him. And yeah, basically just that. Well, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you to the presenters for presenting. Congratulations to all winners. For those who were nominated and didn't win, good luck next year and all that. Guys, at this time I will close the stream. Goodbye, good night, have a great evening. See you all.
All right, see ya.